Yo, what's going on, everyone? The Dirty Rat here. Today, we're going to be talking about the roadmap update with a Gray Zone Warfare and some of the changes coming with the new patch 0.3. And before I dive right in, I just want to say thanks to everyone that's been supporting the channel with the comments, the likes, and the views on the Gray Zone content. Had a lot of stuff going on in real life, schedules changing and stuff like that, so it's been hard for me to keep consistent, but I will continue to do updates as best I can. The devs have been listening. The game is going to be changing, and PvP in Gray Zone Warfare is about to be completely redefined. In an update 0.3, we're getting massive gameplay upgrades that will reshape how we fight, survive, and control the battlefield in Gray Zone Warfare. And in today's video, we'll be breaking down everything you need to know. Starting with the change to the roadmap, the next update for 0.3 was Dark Revelations, and then it was going to be Elite Operator. An Elite Operator was supposed to be the quote unquote PvP focused update, with Dark Revelations being more lore based. They have now swapped those two, with Elite Operator being called Winds of War and Dark Revelations being pushed back to the next update. Now, for the focus on PvP, the developers are making PvP more organic with high risk, high reward scenarios. There will be dynamic PvP zones where every enemy encounter is highlighted on the map, marking active PvP areas. By seeing these zones on their map, players will be able to choose whether to jump into the combat or avoid the conflict entirely. By choosing to engage in the conflict, players will still be able to get loot from the enemies that they eliminated, as well as now get XP granted to them. And if you're worried about bodies disappearing because someone on the other side was a sore loser and decided to log off the server, they fixed that issue too. To further enhance the PvP experience, some POIs or points of interest will now act as combat outposts, also known as COPs or COPs. These will be capturable and static bases, serving as player hubs, offering respawn points within the area, stash and vendor access, and other key services. Players of different factions will be able to seize control of the COP. Successfully capturing an outpost will spawn AI guards for your faction, while contested camps will trigger voice alerts and temporarily disable camp features. Players will be able to reference the tactical device to display all camps with icons indicating ownership, type, and contested status, ensuring they can make decisions in real time when it comes to approaching one. New squad tasks will be coming as well with the Winds of War update. These will be in-world tasks that'll have a limited time to complete, but you can do so with your squad. And completing this task will give you valuable in-game rewards, such as gear, weapons, XP, money, and reputation for vendors. We also will have the ability to take our markers on the map and create tags with them, so you can mark areas to go back to at a later time. Dynamic weather will be coming to Gray Zone. We will now be able to experience changing weather that could potentially impact our gameplay. This will include rain, storms, fog, and wind, potentially affecting visibility and the tactics you'll use when you're out in sector. You'll also be able to check upcoming weather on the server card before jumping into a server, as well as on the map. This should help you plan accordingly with your mission. And finally, localization so you can command in your native tongue. They are currently going to be bringing German, French, Portuguese, Spanish, Polish, Czech, Turkish, Italian, Japanese, Korean, and simplified Chinese to Gray Zone Warfare. And to wrap things up a little bit here, other features that they talked about that could be coming to 0.3 and they're also working on would be the task system rework. This will allow you to manage tasks from anywhere, keeping you in the fight without unnecessary backtracking back to the fob to turn task in. So basically that's going to mean that you'll be able to just turn your task in while you're already out and about, and you don't have to take the downtime to fly back to base to turn them in. They also made mention of mortar strikes, a 90% chance it'll make it to 0.3, but they're still working on that. This will allow you to call in devastating artillery strikes to turn the tide of a battle. The health system will be getting a little bit of a rework with improved damage mechanics, including gut shots, stun effects, and headshot dynamic. The ability to drag your down teammates, so you'll be able to pull them out of the line of fire and pull out your first aid kits and get your teammates back up. They're also working on enhanced radio communication and faction recognition. So it's going to be friend or foe identification that should be coming with this patch as well. Just a little bit of improvements to that. And then they also said there's going to be more quality of life improvements, although they haven't specified all of those at this time, just what you see in this video. Update 0.3 is definitely setting the stage for Gray Zone Warfare's future with the reworked roadmap. So whether you're a solo tactician or rolling with a squad, PvP is definitely about to change in the game. What do you think about these changes? You can let me know in the comments below, and if you enjoyed this breakdown, please let me know as well. As always, you can like and subscribe to the channel. That always, any type of support like that always helps me out. And then if there's any other content you'd be interested in other than stuff like Gray Zone or Escape from Tarkov, which I don't do a lot of on this YouTube channel, but on TikTok I did a ton of Tarkov content. If there's anything else you want to see, Marvel Rivals, anything like that, just, let me know as well. Again, thanks for the video, thanks for the support, and I'll see you all in the jungle.